Hey guys, this is Maggie. I make videos related to premature ovarian failure and my experience with donor egg IVF. I'm making a video today, even though I've been avoiding it for a really long time, but I've got a nice sweater on, I've accessorized, my hair is done, my makeup's done, so it's happening. Today's the day. I just started this video and then the UPS person rang the doorbell and I was not expecting it, and my heart stopped. I don't know why the doorbell is so surprising, but it really just is. Anyways, so this year has not gone like I thought it would go. We had some good stuff happening this summer with getting a new donor right in line, and we got new embryos with the donor. Then my thyroid was kind of whack for a bit. Then I had to get a hysteroscopy, and then we were finally good to move forward, and I was excited. So we went out to do a transfer cycle earlier this year. We live in Iowa. Our clinic is in California, Los Angeles area. So last time when we went to California, it was in February, March of this year. At that time, there was a quarantine rule. If you were coming in from out of state, you had to quarantine for 10 days. And so because of that quarantine, we had to do the whole transfer cycle. He always does this when I'm doing a video. The witching hour is just whenever the video is happening. Anyways. So because of that, we had to do the whole transfer cycle out in California. This time, the quarantine rule has been removed from California, so we're able to start transfer cycle out here in Iowa, because the whole thing takes 3 or 4 weeks, just depending. Some clinics, it seems like it's just the same calendar no matter what. But my doctor, it's like he gives you part of it to start with, and then depending on how things go, then you get the rest of it, which makes sense. They should be doing it based on how my body is doing. But then it's also kind of a struggle, because I just I grasp on for any control that I can have, and really there is none. There's none there. But yeah, it just is what it is. So we were able to start out here in Iowa, and then we went out to California in late October. First ultrasound went good. Second ultrasound, doctor saw some fluid on there, but he didn't seem too worried about it. He told me to go jogging over the next few days before the next ultrasound to see if that would remove the fluid. So that's what I did. And I had not been jogging for a long while before then. I'm a person who likes to jog or run on a treadmill, which I don't think is a popular take among people who like to run or jog. I think that that's unique. But that's what I like to do. And, you know, since COVID, I dropped my gym membership, and I can't go to my work gym either. So I haven't really been running. Anyways, so I did go running-ish. You know, I got some jogging and I got some walking. Anyways, so then I went back for the next ultrasound, and the fluid was gone. However, there's some tissue there. Now, it's complicated because I don't know the difference really between the lining tissue and bad tissue, but the doctor does. That's why he's there. So, you know, he thinks it's a polyp, and he recommended surgery, hysteroscopy to remove it. So that sucks, you know. Obviously I was hopeful to like be having a transfer and, you know, prepared for all that comes with that, but then wasn't really expecting for the transfer to be canceled. So then from there we had to decide whether we wanted to do the surgery in California or if we wanted to do it in Iowa. We decided to do it in Iowa because my doctor out there is not like, so it's kind of complicated based on how the clinic is set up. They have the clinic that you go to for appointments, then they have a surgery center, and then they have the embryology lab. Now, when you call the clinic, you can talk to any of those places. It's all one thing in one sense, but in the connection to insurance sense, the surgery center and the embryology clinic or the embryology lab are not part of it. So anyways, so if I do the surgery there, it's out of network, and like those costs are like very unpredictable and whatever, and we knew we'd have to go home anyway, so we just decided to go home. Now, last time I scheduled a hysteroscopy, it took them about 2 weeks to schedule it. So that's kind of what I was expecting this time around. The doctor out in California can schedule within a couple of days just because like this stuff comes up a lot in IVF, so like that's how he does his scheduling. Anyways, so I called my OBGYN, and they originally told me they couldn't schedule it till January, and I basically cried on the phone to them because I'm like, I can't go forward with IVF until this is done. Like, how is the scheduling this far out? And like, I don't get it. And like, maybe if I knew more about like the surgeries that she's doing, then it would make more sense, but it really doesn't. But that just a little bit goes back to like these OBGYNs, like they're focused on their already pregnant patients. They're not focused on their patients that are trying to get pregnant. And like, maybe that's a cynical point of view, but that's really how it seems. She does only do 1 day a week in surgery, which I get it, like that's not most of her job. So, but obviously significant part, like it's 1 day every week. But anyways, I was able to get the surgery in early December, which was about a month out from when I called to schedule it. So a wait, but not as bad as 2 months, I guess. And then so I really just don't know how long it'll be after that surgery does happen that we can move forward with another transfer cycle. Like, so that's a bummer to just not know, but I've never really known either. So I just have to wait, and that's just how it is. And learning patience every day, but it is just a bummer. And like with this whole scheduling thing, it just seems like we never can have the information that we need to make a decision, like when it's important. Like the clear decision always happens after the fact, like, because we did, like, the reason I know about like the costs related to having the surgery out there is because we did that when we were in California last time. And like it wasn't the clinic's fault, it was my insurance company's fault. But like the cost was like more than double of what it was like quoted to be beforehand. And then like, so that was just a whole thing. And yeah, that sucked. And then, you know, I wouldn't, like, you can't just call the OBGYN's office either and be like, okay, like, when can I schedule this? Like, when do you have openings? You have to have the records sent over, and then you have to get insurance approval. Then you have to pay your copay, and then they'll call you to schedule. So like it's not like the cost in scheduling is just transparent for you. You have to do like all this other stuff. And like with the bill thing, you basically have to wait until you get the procedure done and then find out what the bill is like. Because I did ask about the cost beforehand, and this is what I was told, and that's not the bill that I got. So, and it's not like with, you know, it's not like at Target, if something is marked for $5 and then you go to the cash register and it's $10, that you could say like, hey, your sign says $5. Like they're basically just like, oh, that sucks. Like that's what you have to pay. So I don't know. Just trying to accept all this and be patient, move forward and everything. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's kind of my check-in. I feel like I don't have a lot to say. I just basically in the same place I've been in, just waiting and doing my best out here. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment if you have any questions or anything like that, and subscribe if you'd like to get notifications for the videos. I will talk to you guys later.